Sack Life, beat depression. It's day 738 and I feel great. And today we're going to keep it that way with another somatic healing session to wipe out depression. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Now, anyone who's tuning in later, appreciate you guys and girls out there. As you know, we start every single show with a piece of gratitude. My gratitude going out today to Century Martial Arts for sending me a mini bob, a baby bob out here, which I have converted into a custom bobber for the Sack Monkey. It is now no longer just a mini bike, it is a training machine. We're to be out here doing free training in public parks and public spaces, serving the community, serving the town, and bringing those tools to people who can use them to get that somatic healing release of stress, anxiety, frustration, and depression. I want to shout out as well in the gratitude section to everybody here now. Mad with Hats, Barzication, thanks for being here, and Lil Goddess, thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate that support. Appreciate you guys and girls out there for being a part of this thing. So that was my gratitude section. Think about your piece of gratitude for the day. That'll help put you in that positive mindset as we move into the lesson. Second mental health tool we talk about is that progress tracking tool. Keeping track of the number of days that you show up for yourself will slowly but surely build up into more and more proof of your resiliency, of your strength, of your endurance out here in the fight against depression, the fight for better mental health. So it's been 738 days of consecutive training, no days off for me, the Sack Man out here. Let me know how many days it's been for you. And remember, even if you don't consecutively train every single day, you never lose any proof. You never lose any volume of proof of the days that you have shown up for yourself and fought forwards. We never reset this number back to zero. Even if we miss a day, we still have this much proof, right, of our strength and endurance. So you never fall off the wagon. That number might not go up, but it's still the same. And then the next time you get back to that training, get back to some time and space to give yourself another daily dose of progress and success, you can add to that number and continue to add to that number, because that is your factual anchor, your anchor back into reality whenever those negative thoughts are flooding in from depression or anxiety. Want to shout out as well to Luca for joining. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate that fan art. I'm going to be putting that up a little bit later. Luca made a really cool poster for us to help raise awareness and support the cause, so appreciate you, buddy. And Slayer Ken, thanks for being here. And Lexi Marie, thank you for being here as well. Appreciate you. Back here in Jersey, we're doing free sessions, free public sessions out in the parks on good weather days for a limited time only. So if anybody wants to come out, feel that somatic release, get some training in, and relieve those feelings. Feel what it's like to put that energy in a productive direction, to take that stress hormone cortisol and turn it into progress and success. We're offering this free service to the town for a limited time. So come on out, check us out. We got the custom one-of-a-kind Sack Monkey here with the Century Bob up top. We're going to be practicing some targeting drills today. We'll be going over basics. Shout out to Broloni, thank you for being here as well. Claire can do today this one. Oh no, it is not Watermelon or Water Flow Wednesday, buddy. It is a higher intensity training day. Claire can moderate. You can still moderate to your intensity and go slower, go with the pace, go with the flow, and find a level that challenges you. So Claire can do this exercise, but you're going to want to take that intensity level down. And also, I forgot water today, which is a critical life-saving element. So I'm going to be dialing my intensity down as well. We're going to get back to some basics. We're going to talk about jab and cross. We're going to see what we can do with this mini Bob out here and see how effective he is at helping give us a target, a visualization point. But even if you don't have the Bob at home, remember, you can still visualize that opponent. You can still visualize that dummy, that depression dummy, and assign it that word that you want to work on. If it is depression or anxiety, make sure that you are acknowledging what you're doing every day that you fight forward, which is overcoming those debilitating effects that depression or anxiety can have. Those effects that make us want to stay in bed or not do anything for the day or not be productive, or those lies that depression sometimes feeds us that we can't get out, or we can't gut out, or we don't deserve. This is your proof right here. Keeping track of that progress is your proof that you can do those things, that they are lies. And by using that visualization tool, it reminds us of what we're doing every single day, just like a positive affirmation does, and can help reinforce that truth. Shout out as well to Lisa the Luminary and Master Checo. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you guys and girls out there for supporting the cause. And Billy the Kid. Oh man, whole Sack fam's coming out today. Appreciate you guys. If you're in the area, you want to come out for free training, I'll be here until sunset out in Lyndhurst Park over here. Nope, North Arlington. Riverbank Park in North Arlington. Be here till sunset. We could do some training on the bob. If not, we can still do this shadow boxing routine together, mix in those mental health tools, and give ourselves a break from that stress, help and get into another daily dose of progress and success. So let's do it. Enough chatting about the tools. Let's talk about today's lesson. We'll have our standard rounds, 3 rounds each, 3 minutes each round, 1 minute breaks in between to catch your breath and drink some water. And make sure that you're giving yourself a challenge. It's important to challenge yourself, get yourself out of your comfort zone, and present a challenge to yourself. It's not about us competing with each other, it's about us challenging ourselves, and that way we can see that continued growth and not burn out. Luca asked if today was Watermelon Wednesday, it's also known as Water Flow Wednesday. That will be tomorrow, buddy. So if you want to tune in tomorrow, that'll be a low intensity, active recovery class. We can go nice and slow. We'll use the breath work tool to calm our nervous system as we continue to train in martial arts and improve those skills as well. Can I go in a rocket ship? I'll be there in 12 minutes. Do it. If you can find a rocket ship, do it, buddy. I will see you here. All right, let's get back on track. So we're going to use a visualization tool. If you're tuning in at home and you don't have a heavy bag or a bob dummy or anything to punch, we can still use that visualization tool, and it's one martial artists use out there to improve accuracy in their strikes as well. So you want to visualize that physical opponent, assign him the name, that depression dummy, and when we start tossing our punches and practicing our kicks, you want to land those punches and kicks on target, twisting the fist over, landing on those large 2 knuckles, squeezing at the point of impact, tucking that thumb. We're going to practice proper form, and we're also going to turn it into a bit of a cardio, higher intensity cardio workout for ourselves. I want to shout out to those who are sharing their progress. I think I saw Ken, 346 days of consecutive progress, crushing it out there. And Lisa the Luminary at 438 days of consecutive progress. You're doing it, crushing it, killing those goals, just making progress every day. And I'm so proud of you guys and girls out there for sticking to it. That consistency is really what gets us results. So just don't rush it, fall in love with that process, keep going, and it can continue to improve out there, as you guys have seen. The benefits we get from training every day translate over into every aspect of life. More self-confidence, self-esteem, and self-validation, which you can take with you and go out there and make your life what you want it to be. Pursue your passion, pursue your dreams, get out there, fight forward. That's what it's about. All right, so enough of that. Let's talk about today's lesson. We're going to be practicing the jabs and cross, standard stuff. We've got the bob target today, so I'll be using him, to keep my target, to keep my focus right, keep my accuracy right. You guys can visualize that opponent at home. We're going to get right on into it, starting with the first round. We'll also have some Fighting Spirit tunes coming through our retro boombox to fuel that fighting spirit, kind of capture the tone of the 80s out there that's been missing. And there it is. Boom, boom, let's do it. Go ahead and visualize that target in front of you if you don't have a bag or a bob. If you do, you can use that bag or bob for all of our lessons at home as well. And hope I'm coming through loud and clear. Let's do this thing. Square up. Muay Thai stance. Remember, square those hips, square those shoulders with your visualized target. Remember, bring those fists up to the brow line. Close the fingers, tuck the thumbs, and roll those fists as you shift the body weight from the front foot to the back foot, creating a rhythm, creating a flow. We're going to start with the first jab, twisting through the body, through the hips and the shoulders, driving that fist straight forward into our target, trying to land again on those large 2 knuckles. Turn that fist over and pop them with those large 2 knuckles. Boom, 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 and back. You can step in as you twist through and toss that jab. That step in's going to add a little more power, but always return to that square balanced stance after each strike. Step in and back, and back, and back, jab, and back, jab, and back, jab, and back. Put a little bend in those knees and a little pop in that step. You can pop in and out and deliver that power jab. Straight forward, right in that depression dummy face. And back, and back, and back. Keep that guard high. Remember, bring the hand back to defend the head after each strike. And back, and back, and back, and back. Remember, punch through that target. You don't want to stop right at the point of impact. You want to go right through it. Punch through the face of that depression dummy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Now we're gonna add in the cross at the point of impact. Rotate through on the rear foot and add that cross in there. 3, 2, 1, let's go. And back, right down the center line. And back, chin tucked, keep that guard high the whole time. And remember to rotate on the balls of the feet. Lead foot rotates for the jab, rear foot rotates for the cross. Notice that heel stays off the ground. Knees bent will help you keep that position. And jab, cross, right down that center line. Keep going. And back, and back, and back. Keep moving. And hit them, let's go. And back, tuck that thumb and squeeze at the point of impact. That'll reinforce the fist and prevent injury if you are hitting that heavy bag. Keep going. Chin tuck, guard high. Keep moving. And back. And back. Pop in, pop out. Rotate, rotate. And use that breath as well to add power in those strikes. And back. And back. Keep it going. And back. You can double up those combos. You can add in 3 strikes. Do right down that center line. Right in the face of that depression dummy. Boom. Ooh, we lost Bob. Well, that was fast. All right. We'll have to improvise. We don't need Bob to carry on. I'll have to work on that. Also, by the way, this was a desktop punching version of Bob, so I'm pretty sure he was never meant to take that much abuse. So, day 1, it is what it is. We'll get him back up on there later. The rest of the round we'll practice without Bob. No worries, he's still alive and well. All right, we've got 30 seconds. Go ahead and check in on yourself. Make sure you're drinking water, staying hydrated, breathing in the nose and out the mouth so you can get that somatic release. Woo! And check on yourself for those signs of overreaching. Lightheadedness, dizziness, shortness of breath, nausea in the stomach, all signs of overreaching, and it'll mean you want to dial that intensity level back. All right, well, that changes the plan just a little bit for today. We're gonna square up, we're gonna continue using that visualized target, get back into it, square the hips, square the shoulders, guard high. We're gonna step forward for the jab, twist in through the hips and shoulders, turning those fists over, bringing the guard back. Let's go, 1, 2, 1, 2, exhale out the mouth. With those strikes, remember, rotate on the ball of the foot and bring that guard right back as quick as you can. And back, and back, and back. Let's double it up. Jab, jab, cross, double jab this time. Good, double pump that lead. Right down the pipe, guard high, chin tuck. Step in for the 1, twisting through hips and shoulders, double pump it, and then twist through for the 2, back to stance. Hit that depression dummy in the face. Work for you, let's go. Remember what you're fighting for every day. It's a better quality of life. That quality of life you deserve. How do you know you deserve it? Based on what you give. So give it 100%, let's go. And I'm gonna dial that intensity down because I don't have water out here. But keep going, keep drilling. We're gonna switch it up with some level changes. 1 to the head, sink for the cross, hit him in the solar plexus, rise back up for the head for the 3rd strike. Let's go. Head, step in for the jab to the head, rotate through for the body, rotate back up for the head. We're gonna sink on those knees, but don't lean in to those strikes. Twist through the body, use that sweet size, twist through the body, and then twist on the way back up. Square up, visualize that target, recenter after each combo. Step for the 1, sink for the 2, rise for the 3, back to stance, keep it moving. Square up, 1, sink, rise, guard high, keep the guard high, roll those fists, tuck that chin, high, low, high, keep going, and move with it. Step in for the jab, sink for the 2, rise for the cross, back to stance, back up, guard high, and chin tucked. Visualize that dummy, let's go. Do some damage. work for you. Let's go. Show yourself what you're capable of every day. No matter what is in your way. Let's go. And show up to your level. Keep fighting forward. Keep going. Guard high. Back to stance. Keep it up. Almost there. That's the end of round 2. Woo! Catch your breath. Really wish I brought water with me. Man, we got 52 seconds till we hit that last session. And yeah, shout out to Marcos. Easy with the Hulk strength. Yeah, Bob couldn't take it. Mini Bob couldn't take the power of the sack man. We're gonna have to give him an upgrade a little bit later. But this was his first trial run, and I think he did pretty well. He hung in there for at least 1 round, just about. And that's all we need to do. Just show up for us. If 1 round is enough for you to challenge yourself today, that can be it. Speaking to you, Claire, out there, she said, I can go slower because of the port on me. If you don't know Claire, she's been fighting forwards through chemo, showing up, still putting in the work, and doing what she can out there. She's an inspiration. So, yes, Claire, please do go slower. I'm gonna take this round, last round slower with you, because I don't have that water. I'm in direct sunlight. It's getting hot, and I don't want to dehydrate. So let's square up again with that visualized target, right? Picture that depression dummy in front of you. Bring the guard up high by the brow lines. Tuck the fingers, tuck the thumbs. And we're gonna continue with level changes, but I'm gonna take my intensity down. So we're gonna step in, twist, sink through for 2, rise back up for 3, and back to stance. Guard high, chin tuck, boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, and back to stance. Let's mix it up a little bit with some southpaw. After your 3rd hit, go ahead and swap the feet, boom. And we're gonna fire everything from southpaw position. So step in and twist for the jab. It's now your lead hand has changed. Step in for the jab, rotate for the cross, rotate back for the jab, and all the way back to orthodox position. Step for the jab, rotate for cross, rotate for jab, and then step that lead foot back to southpaw, pivoting on the opposite foot. We're going mirror image of what we did before. Step for the jab, twist for the cross, rotate for the jab, and now we're gonna pivot on that rear foot, swing that lead foot back into orthodox. Keeping the head on the center line, nice and balanced. We're working both sides here. Step for the 1, twist for the 2, rotate for the 3, and now pivot on that rear foot, swinging the front foot back, bam, into southpaw position. Step for the 1, rotate for 2, rotate for 3, and pivot on the rear foot, bang, opening up that space. Let's go. Step in for the 1, 2, 3, and pivot, boom. Keep the guard high. Step in from southpaw, 1, 2, 3, pivot, guard high, keep it going. 1, 2, 3, pivot, boom, keep it centered. Remember, square the hips, square the shoulders no matter what stance you're in. 1, 2, 3, and pivot. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And pivot, bam, southpaw. Pivot, guard high, pivot. Let's change, let's work those level changes now from southpaw into the head, sink for the body, rise for the head, and pivot, boom, switch it over. Keep that opponent on his toes, step in for the jab to the head, sink for the body, rise to the head, and from here, pivot, bang, into southpaw, let's go. 1, 2, 3, pivot. 1, 2, 3, pivot. Guard high, 1, 2, 3, pivot, guard high, keep it going. 1, 2, 3, pivot, guard high, keep moving. 1, 2, 3, and pivot back. Orthodox stance. 1, sink for 2, rise for 3, and pivot. Southpaw, let's go. 1, 2, 3, pivot, keep going. 1, 2, 3, pivot back. Almost there, keep moving. And swap. Swap, boom, that is the end of round 3. Ooh, and it's rough. Oh my goodness. So I definitely challenged myself to my level for the day. I hope that you guys did the same, gave yourself a challenge. That's what it's all about. That's how we're gonna see that continued progress. And whether you went high intensity or low intensity, still give yourself credit for getting up and fighting forwards. Claire said, your heart's beating fast. Well, that's good. That is higher intensity training, but we want to kind of control that, Claire. We want to moderate that intensity level so that you can slow down those punches and keep that heart rate low. Make sure that you're cleared by your general physician for any exercise program. That's for everybody. Always consult your physician and doctor. Get approval before you start any exercise routine. That way you're not overextending. It's very important that we don't overextend, especially in a virtual setting where nobody is there to check up on you if something does go wrong. So make sure you're taking care of yourself. You're honoring your mind and body on your journey, and condition. Take into consideration the condition that you're in each and every day, in each and every moment. It will always change based on sleep, based on how long we partied last night, or what's going on in our lives. Our output is going to change. So it's important to set a realistic goal for each and every moment that we're in. Shout out to everybody out there for tuning in. Shout out to Timberwolf Boxing. Appreciate you. To Braces Can Be Scary. To Marcio. To Broloni's stuck in a data center. Punch something for me. Will do, brother. And until next time, keep making that progress. Keep track of that progress and let it build you up. And I will catch you guys and girls same sack time, same sack channel, same sack life. Sack man out. Woo!